sorry to make you guys wait so much. I've been busy all week. I'm tired. It's late. It's Saturday night. I just came back for hunting for a game for the Switch. I've been hunting all day trying to get a physical copy of this, which I'll unbox after. Over busy. I wish YouTube was my main revenue and I would be doing this for the rest of my life, but it's not happening. But I love you guys. And I love doing this every day as most as I can. I always try to finish my game a little deeper in, because Days Gone, if I wouldn't have played as much as I played, I would just not be excited as much as I was. It's still a masterpiece. Rage 2, Rent or Buy. This is what the video is about. Rent or Buy. To start off, not to forget anything. Story-wise, it is 30 years after the original one. You do revisit some old characters. You have... First one, you were pretty much stuck in the desert land. It was fine. It was a great game. I loved it. It was a masterpiece to me, but the final boss was really crap. To me, the only negative point I have to say. It had that old 90s nostalgia shooter feel to it. Now this one, they put it on crack, and if you drank 15 Red Bulls and played it today, that's what it feels like. There's so much more. It's a game you could just sit down and relax. How crazy that sound. I just said it was cranked up. But for me, I don't think about anything when I play this. I just go in. It's an open world heaven oasis of shooting stuff. There's so much stuff to do and capture points and capture camps or whatever you want to call it. You know that feel of Days Gone? You can still have it in this game. There is mutant camps where they lay eggs and you have to destroy the eggs throughout the camps, and they're hard to find, and it's really hard because if you don't bust all the eggs, well, the mutants keep coming out of the eggs or shelter wherever they're crafted out, and they keep attacking you on and on and on and on until you finish the whole thing. It's like hordes of evil guy. You do run out of bullets. You do run out of health. You gotta be very careful. You gotta have a lot of health packs. You have to pick them up. You don't fully heal all the time. Depends on your upgrade tree. In this game, the upgrade tree of the upgrade tree has an upgrade tree. Like, it's just insane. Your gun has an upgrade tree. Your car has one. Your character has one. Did I forget anything? Like, there's much to collect and a lot to unlock. You gotta be very mindful of what you're gonna pick. I suggest the best new move in this game we didn't have in the first one, as I recall, is the overdrive move. You ever watch the movie Crank with Jason Statham when he gets really boosted up? Well, it gets like that, and you're playing and you're shooting and you get like... You know when you play quad damage in Quake Arena, you get quad damage. While you're on that like non-stop, and it's something I've never experienced in a shooter game, and they brought it into it, a new experience. It's just your character's pumped up, and while you unlock all the upgrade tree on your overdrive, which I did, you get healed backed up. You gotta do it, because man, in this game you do run out of health a lot of times and you might die, but you do have a defibrillator power up, which, like in real life, you get a shock on the chest, you got different combinations of button to press, and then you get revived. With a percentage of the sequence, you push back on the buttons into the correct order. Wow, I'm so smart tonight. And then you might get 25% of life back, 15%, whatever, how the combo you did better. But then the defibrillator needs a time to recharge to come back, because if you get shot after that, you could just die, and you'll have save often also, and you die and you respawn a little further, whatever. But you do have... There's so many different camps to capture and everything. You kind of have some side quests, but you don't really care for it. The story too. You got that. I don't know. You can't compare it to Borderlands. It doesn't play or feel like it. It has still, like the first game, which I love. ID. You feel like ID Software is still very strong in this title more than the other ones. Like when you play Wolfenstein, it feels like a newer Wolfenstein, but this one has that 90s nostalgia to it. It feels like old shooters. but with a new twist. Like I'm saying, this new overdrive move, which you combinize attacked, then the most enemies you make combos by killing, your overdrive gets charged and you can use it more often and often, and it's so frenetic. It's just like something I've never seen. FPS craziness. I just love sitting down and shooting the crap out of everything in this game. If you want to get run and gun, this is the game for you. But the AI is actually very tough, very intelligent. I'm playing normal mode. They're not dumb. They'll go after you everywhere. And the thing that really surprised me, I thought, wow, this is a first. You throw in grenades, and the enemies, they throw it back at you with their hands, or they knock it out with a baseball bat. Some enemies could throw like 6-7 grenades in one shot. You better run. It's insane. Like the face on this, it tells it all. It's pumped up, purple and pink everywhere, and it's really awesome. Make sure you loot throughout the camps, and how do they call that, nano points or whatever, to upgrade your upgrade tree. And you got to be very smart where you use it. It takes a long time to get upgrades. That would be my only negative part of the game. I like the fact that there's no online, and it's a main story just like the first one, but there's a lot to do. I'm only doing this review right now. I'm in 7 or 8 hours in, and I'm trying to do everything. The other fact is, part I liked in the first one, they had races. And in this one, you could get the racing controls, and there are races, which you can win money, buy bigger stuff. It's just insane. But the race controls in the first one, and you didn't have a lot of race in the first one also. But this one, you actually almost have a whole racing game. And it's tough, but it's really fun, and you can upgrade your car, whatever. But the racing is actually tight. They could have made just a racing game. It's actually fun. But yeah, it has that 90s shooter feel to it. There's weapons, newer weapons, like this revolver, who you shoot the bullets inside the guy, but then you detonate and then it burns the character, opponent, bad guys, whatever. It's kind of epic, really original. It really feels like an old school ID software from back in the days. I don't know how to explain it, but just go ahead and try it and play it. It really feels like a 90s shooter game, but really amped up. The overdrive really adds to the gameplay a lot. And all the power-ups and everything else kind of feels like a Bioshock. Sometimes you have like some push powers, Jedi powers to break armors. I never use it. I really like to shoot throughout the enemies like crazy. Did I forget anything? It's kind of late. You have that mutant competition also, like this game show Mad Moxie type Borderland game show talk show host, where you can shoot people in an arena and it gets tougher and tougher, but really tough. That's really crazy frenzy killing, like awesome also throughout the map. But the capture points, you got the racing. The story, I don't know what to say. I don't know. Like I said, I can't base it. I didn't focus on doing the story missions yet. I'm not that... I don't even remember the name of the main character. I think it's Walker or something like that. And all the other characters. I don't really care for the main story that much, but maybe it's going to get deeper and it's going to grasp me somehow. But 6-7 hours in, I don't know. You don't really feel for them, but it does feel like Rage 2. It's basically a sequel. If you love the first one, impossible you're gonna hate this one. It really feels like a sequel, but so much better. Like, the map is bigger. That's when I want to go. I forgot. You got those defense towers throughout the map, and it's huge. The map is huge. First game you were only in the desert. This one you have the swamp that I really like. It's just so luscious and different, and stuff hiding, and it's, the bushes are big. You know, you can play in the forest. You're not stuck in the same old boring desert. Yes, you have it, but there's different worlds throughout the map. There's more to it than the first one. The first one was kind of small. It didn't last long, but it was still good. That one has to be 3, 4, 5 times bigger. And did I forget anything else? Oh yes, tip of gamer. Make sure when you steal a car throughout the map, if you want to own it forever, you have to drive it back to your base and put it in your garage. Don't forget that, because I saw this huge tank. I really loved it. And I just popped it on the way down or destroyed it. And then it told me I had to drive it all the way back. So you can have it and then spawn it whenever you want. Don't forget that. Always bring back whatever vehicles you steal. I had that Mad Max type of car and was driving real fast. That was easy, but that big tank, very useful. Did I forget anything? For sure it's a rent, not a rent. Must buy, must own for any Rage fan. And if you haven't played the first one, you didn't really miss out. I can't recall the story, but boss battles. I forgot to talk about boss battles. There's a lot of bosses in this game. Believe me, they're epic and crazy. So I love you guys. Hope it was informative for you as much as I could. And did I forget anything? I think I pretty much put it on the map. There's really a lot to do, but it's a FPS RPG goodness. You could just go ahead, run around. I didn't notice, because in every town you have bounties and there's side quests. They pay you for money and everything. I just really didn't. I'm trying to do everything in this game, and I don't know. Story-wise, I don't know what's going on. You're trying to save the new desert world from this new cybernetic army dude. Whatever, you know, same old, nothing really new. It's very gory, very violent, but so good. So go ahead and buy it. Go try it. Must buy, must own. Have a great end of weekend. It's Saturday night. I'm going to bed. I'll see you soon. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Send me some love. And see you tomorrow as always. I always do videos on the daily. I try to keep it that way.